Welcome to CryptoCoins, where we review the best coins for you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. Today we are looking at Sonic again, taking another dive into it, looking at the blockchain that is being rebranded as Sonic. Gonna look at a couple of things specifically today, the technology behind it, what's getting revamped, and what the point of this whole transition is. But before we do, just a reminder that I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, simply a geek here on the internet to bring you different forms of entertainment. Sometimes it's going to be Web3, AI, crypto. You never know what you're going to get. But what I can always say is to make sure that you are doing your own due diligence, do your own research, because you never know. I could get something wrong, or the trends in the scene might differ from when I'm recording, or you never know. So it's always very important for you to do your own research, and any financial decisions, you come to those of your own cognizance. So that out of the way, we are going to jump into today's video. And again, we are talking about Sonic, DeFi redefined. Sonic is the highest performing EVM L1, combining speed incentives and world-class infrastructure powered by Sonic, but which is their coin. But so what is this upgrade? What's actually changing about it from what it previously was, Phantom? And the big thing is the transaction speeds. As you can see, 400K S. So you're looking at over 400,000 trades per second. Like, that is an insane increase. At the end of the last video, I mentioned that it is about to hit 1 billion in the TVL. So with how much the crypto users have enjoyed and brought, enjoyed the creation of Cronje, memory in the crypto space doesn't last very long, and things change. So a lot of people have no idea who Andre is, or what his importance in the role of creating the previous chain was. But this chain is very much aiming to shine on its own. Now, Andre coming back in and helping it to get to this point is, commendable. But the overall thing is, you want to create something that is impactful and lasts, regardless of whether your name is attached to it or not. And I think that's what they're trying to do with these speeds. And 10,000 transactions per second, or even 400,000 transactions per second, is nothing to sneeze at. To give you an overall idea of this, Ethereum's mainnet hardly reaches 100 per second, and Solana, which is really already incredibly fast, currently stands at around 3,000 transactions per second. So accurate numbers for both Sonic and the other chains tend to vary very wildly, and consistency can change, obviously. And because of that, there's constant updates that need to be made. But it is safe to say that for the most part, you're going to be looking at 3 times faster speed than even Solana, which I already suggested is much faster than Ethereum. Now, what I will say is that this is such an increase, and I mentioned this before, that even some of the dApps that were operating on this had to, adjust, because this is just so much faster than what they're used to. They literally had to go in and upgrade the dApp they created just to keep up with the speeds that Sonic was producing. But on the flip side of that, this means, once it's coming more into use, it's going to be a great place to create different kinds of projects and products that will use its speed to their advantage for higher frequency and never sleeping markets like crypto. This is the way it was intended to be run. And that 1 billion is a great number, but it's really only part of the story. You're looking at a small graph that's showing its exponential rise. So after a month, it got up to 150 million, and it almost tripled in the following month of up to 400 million. And it doubled once more in the following week. So you just keep seeing this exponential rise and this increase in usage and people who are interested in just value of it. And Sonic is now entering the top 10 in TVL, if you're counting bridged TVL as well, which is way above many major chains like Polygon, Aptos, Psy, Mantle, Cardano. So the cross-chain activity is bringing much more money and in from the other chains, more so than AVAX or Barachain or Optimism or Linea. So this is, you know, something to keep in mind, as well as actually stable coins. The stable coins are also pretty high and on a never-ending rise together with the overall TVL. And you can thank some pretty good protocols for farming with stables like Rings Protocol. If Sonic now has more than 250 million stables live on the chain, so go ahead and check those out. And if you check it out on DeFi Llama, you can see that it's actually, you know, been one that has consistently been growing over the past month, especially if you compare it to some of those other ones that I mentioned before. You know, they've seen incredible growth in just the past month alone. You can see it here from March to April. And by comparison, a lot of others aren't keeping up with that trend. But yeah, so they have the speed. It definitely looks like they have the interest, the intrigue, the funding. We'll look a little bit further into the marketing side of it next time we take a look. But yeah, in general, it looks like they are seeing a lot of success, and it's definitely something I'd keep an eye on. Again, a shout out to Sonic for funding this video. We really appreciate it. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out the links below. Go check it out for yourself. Put in some research and see if this is, a chain that you would like to use. But that's all we have for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one later.